Tired of seeing this every day? We all know that too much screen time isn't healthy, but what are we doing to address it? While we could plan an extensive vacation that may never happen,
Oh, everybody knows you need 2 years to plan a vacation.
or try to keep sending the kids outside to play without their phones, what if there was something you could do right now, today, to get out of the house and touch grass? Welcome back to FinnaTravel. Today, we're going to show you the absolute best state park in each of the 50 states. And hidden among them, one of these parks has also been ranked the best state park in America. There are nearly 7,000 state parks in the United States, but we narrowed it down so you don't have to. Grab your hiking gear and maybe even a tent. Trust me, in 5 years, you won't remember what you were watching on your phone today, but you and your family will remember that state park you visited. Number 1. DeSoto State Park, Alabama. Sweet home, Alabama. Nestled atop beautiful Lookout Mountain in northeast Alabama and covering over 3,500 acres of land, DeSoto State Park is a favorite among Alabamians. Since 1935, avid hikers have been using the extensive trail system that lead to some of the most beautiful waterfalls you'll ever see, including the tallest waterfall in Alabama, the 104-foot DeSoto Falls. There's a mountain of things to see and do here, like fishing in Little River, kayaking, camping, and picnic areas for those perfect day trips. They even have an ADA accessible boardwalk trail, rustic log cabins, campsites, and RV hookups. Check the description for links to the park's website. Number 2. Chugach State Park, Alaska. Do you really think that everything is bigger in Texas? Well, then you've probably never been to Chugach State Park in Alaska. But don't worry, it's not as inaccessible as most of the state is. It lies 7 miles east of Anchorage and is very easy to get to. Established in 1970, Chugach is one of the largest state parks in the country, covering almost 500,000 acres, full of wildlife and countless activities like biking, fishing, hunting, glacier viewing, camping, horseback riding, ATV and snowmobile riding, and you get the idea. There are several camping sites and even some public use cabins for a fee. Even if you don't call Alaska home, this state park is definitely worth traveling to for a remote getaway. Number 3. Red Rock State Park, Arizona. You may not think a desert would be the best place to go for a little day adventure, but think again. Red Rock State Park is a fascinating 286-acre nature preserve with a surprisingly diverse landscape, including green meadows and several miles of striking red rock formations, hence the name. A favorite of many is Oak Creek, which flows through the park, creating a habitat for many plants and animals. Many people like to drive along Route 89A and pull over to take in the scenery. I did this a few years back while traveling to Sedona for work, but of course the best thing I remember was the red Ford Mustang rental car that I was upgraded to for free. Number 4. Mount Magazine State Park, Arkansas. As one of the flyover states, Arkansas is hardly given a second glance. I guess Mount Magazine just isn't high enough to attract too many people. Or maybe it's just one of those hidden secrets you have to see to believe. At 2,753 feet, Mount Magazine is at the peak of the state park experience. The views from the top are breathtaking enough, but the park also offers many outdoor sports and extreme adventures like we saw in Alaska, but also dramatic rock climbing and hang gliding launch sites. There's even a lodge, restaurant, and a heated indoor swimming pool for those cold, rainy days. Number 5. Humboldt Redwoods State Park, California. If you're a Star Wars fan like me, then you've at least seen this state park on the big screen. But remember, the point of this video is to get out and see these places firsthand. Established in 1921 and covering 53,000 acres, the Humboldt Redwoods State Park is California's largest redwood state park. It has over 100 miles of trails to walk, bike, and drive through. The forests that seem to rise forever make you almost forget about that California sun. I've been through this park multiple times over the years, and it never gets old, unlike these trees. This one is well worth it, and will have your jaw dropping every time. Number 6. State Forest State Park, Colorado. Most people think of the Rockies when they think of Colorado. But if you love wildlife, you may want to visit State Forest State Park. It's the moose capital of Colorado and home to more than 600 moose. You can hike, bike, and take a drive through its vast 71,000 acres to see all the hidden gems this park has to offer. Just don't get too close to the wildlife as they are unpredictable, and these beasts are huge. Number 7. Gillette Castle State Park, Connecticut. This one is interesting to say the least. While not the only thing to see at this state park, Gillette Castle is definitely at the center of attention. Built in 1914 by William Gillette, the famous actor who portrayed Sherlock Holmes, this 14,000 square foot modern fortress sits on a hill overlooking the Connecticut River and is surrounded by 184 acres of gorgeous woods. There are guided tours of this stone castle where you can explore the interior and enjoy its woodland surroundings. Number 8. Cape Henlopen State Park, Delaware. Who doesn't love an East Coast beach? With that perfect white sand and deep blue water. Cape Henlopen State Park is a popular destination for locals rich with history, as the point of Cape Henlopen sustained the native population for a millennia. Because of its strategic location, it became the site of Fort Miles during World War II and served as a federal defensive, training, and testing site, and later an official state park in 1964. Many come here to see the Fort Miles Historic Area and Museum, or simply a romantic walk along the beach during sunset. Number 9. Ichetucknee Springs State Park, Florida. Are you one of those people that hates getting in the water because you can't see what's there and something might come up and get you? Well, at Ichetucknee Springs State Park, you don't have to worry about that at all. The water is super clear all year long. This 2,600-acre wildlife nature preserve offers more than 8 crystal clear springs that join to create the Ichetucknee River. Many folks love to tube down this river or swim and snorkel at the Blue Hole, which maintains a temperature of 72 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. Be sure to check out the underwater caves if you're scuba certified. Number 10. Cloudland Canyon State Park, Georgia. Near Lookout Mountain, Cloudland Canyon was close to some skirmishes during the Civil War, and just maybe had some soldiers pass through or hide out in these beautiful canyons and caves. Covering over 3,538 acres, this lush state park offers lots of modern and backcountry campsites. You can bike, mountain climb, tour caves, and geocache, among other things, but it's also a favorite spot for disc golf. Number 11. Waimea Canyon State Park, Hawaii. There's only 2 states I've never been to. One is Hawaii. Can you guess the other one? Aptly named the Grand Canyon of the Pacific, Waimea Canyon State Park offers striking gorges of deep green hues. Located on the island of Kauai, it offers numerous trails and immersive experiences for hikers of all skill levels, and it's sunny 240 days out of the year. What more could you want? But if you don't want to use your feet, check out the once-in-a-lifetime helicopter tours and ride into the depths of Kohala. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can book this fantastic experience. Number 12. Bruneau Dunes State Park, Idaho. Sand dunes in Idaho? Yeah, that's not what I picture when I think of Idaho, but like its neighbor to the west, there are some desert areas. In fact, this state park has the tallest freestanding sand dunes in North America, with heights of up to 470 feet. Grab a sandboard, this is gonna be lit. The cool thing about this park is that there are not a lot of rules, so just park and explore. You can also fish, swim, and kayak in the nearby Bruneau River, but be sure to check the website for any regulations. Oh, and don't leave before dark because there are some astronomical views of the stars at night. Number 13. Starved Rock State Park, Illinois. As the #1 attraction in the state of Illinois, Starved Rock State Park offers a true escape to the outdoors. You'll see some dramatic sandstone canyons carved by glaciers and cascading waterfalls. There are over 13 miles of trails to hike, and the Illinois River offers fishing, boating, and kayaking. It's only open during the day, but offers lodging at the Starved Rock Lodge, which was voted as the best North Central hotel in Illinois in 2023. Number 14. Brown County State Park, Indiana. Nicknamed the Little Smokies because of how much it looks like the Great Smoky Mountains, Browns County State Park has almost 16,000 acres of rugged terrain, ravines, and fog-shrouded ridges. It's arguably the most beautiful landscape in Indiana that you can explore on foot, by car, or even on a horse. It's even more enjoyable in the fall when the leaves change, offering some fantastic autumn displays of color. For an overnight stay, check out the Abe Martin Lodge and bring your swim trunks because they have an insane indoor water park. Number 15. Backbone State Park, Iowa. Not only does it sound creepy, this one might give you the heebie-jeebies, especially if you go in the winter, as some of the forests look like they are straight out of a horror movie. But don't let that scare you away. Backbone State Park, named for the steep and narrow ridge of bedrock carved by the Maquoketa River, is Iowa's oldest state park. It offers stunning views, hiking trails, trout fishing, and even an old-fashioned family campground. Fun fact, the 1930s Civilian Conservation Corps built many of the park's picturesque stone buildings and bridges that you can still admire today. Number 16. Historic Lake Scott State Park, Kansas. Let's step back in time at this historic park where you can explore the remains of the northwestern Native American pueblo in the United States, dating back to the 1600s. The park also features a beautiful spring-fed lake, perfect for fishing, swimming, and boating. Did you know the park was also once a stop along the Western Cattle Trail? You can still see the ruts from the old wagon wheels on the nearby bluffs. Number 17. Natural Bridge State Resort Park, Kentucky. The park's main attraction is the stunning natural sandstone arch that spans 78 feet and towers 65 feet above the ground. Visitors can hike to the top of the arch and enjoy panoramic views of the surrounding forest. The park also offers guided hiking tours, horseback riding, and even a skylift for those who prefer a more leisurely ascent. Number 18. Fontainebleau State Park, Louisiana. Located on the shores of Lake Pontchartrain, Fontainebleau State Park was once a site of a sugarcane plantation, and visitors can still see the ruins of the old sugar mill. But the real draw is the park's beautiful white sand beach, which stretches for over a mile along the lake. It's the perfect spot for swimming, sunbathing, and watching the sunset over the water. Number 19. Baxter State Park, Maine. This park is home to Mount Katahdin, the tallest mountain in Maine and the northern terminus of the Appalachian Trail. Hikers can tackle the challenging climb to the summit or explore the park's many other trails, which range from easy nature walks to strenuous backcountry treks. There's over 200,000 acres of land to trek through, making Baxter State Park the 5th largest in the nation. I mean, what else is there in Maine besides miles of forest, right? Might as well make a park out of it and encourage folks to get out and see the wild moose and black bears in its unspoiled wilderness. Just whatever you do, don't feed the bears. Number 20. Assateague State Park, Maryland. Did you ever read Misty of Chincoteague as a kid? Well, this park might bring you right back to your childhood. Assateague State Park is famous for its herd of wild horses, which have roamed the beaches and salt marshes for centuries. A lot of people come here to swim, comb the beach for hidden treasures, and kayak off the coast. It would be an understatement to say that my oldest sister loved horses when we were kids. Actually, probably still does. If we lived in Maryland when we were younger, we would have most likely have been made to come to this park a few times. Number 21. Bash-Bish Falls State Park, Massachusetts. Okay, that's just fun to say. If you're from Massachusetts, would you say that this is the best state park? It might not be the highest on your list, but it definitely has the highest single-drop waterfall in Massachusetts. The falls plunge nearly 80 feet into a sparkling pool below, creating a stunning visual spectacle. There's a pretty short but steep trail that you can hike to the base of the falls, or you can just enjoy a more leisurely walk along Bish Bash Brook. It's a perfect park for those day trips and quite popular for picnicking and fishing. I gotta say it one more time. Bish Bash Falls State Park. Okay, I'm definitely visiting this state park next time I go to Massachusetts. Number 22. Tahquamenon Falls State Park, Michigan. This park is home to one of the largest waterfalls east of the Mississippi. With a drop of nearly 50 feet and a width of over 200 feet, up to 50,000 gallons can come pouring down in 1 second. You can hike the trails to the upper and lower falls and enjoy the sights and sounds of the cascading water and surrounding forest. The park also offers camping, fishing, and opportunities for wildlife spotting. Keep an eye out for bald eagles soaring overhead and keep your tiny pets close by, just in case. Number 23. Tetagooch State Park, Minnesota. Perched on the rugged shores of Lake Superior, Tetagooch State Park is a 9,300-acre park that features several miles of hiking trails, including the challenging High Falls Trail, which leads to the highest waterfall in Minnesota. Most visitors hike and camp here to explore the scenic overlooks or rock climb on the park's cliffsides. They also rent canoes at Micmac Lake. In the winter, the park is a popular destination for cross-country skiing, snowmobiling, and snowshoeing. Number 24. Tishomingo State Park, Mississippi. Named after a famous Chickasaw leader, Tishomingo State Park is steeped in Native American history and wooded forests perfect for historical reenactments. The park's geology features massive rock formations and deep canyons, making it a favorite among rock climbers and hikers. But the real highlight is the swinging bridge over Bear Creek. Don't forget your lasso and top hat and your childhood imagination. Number 25. Lake of the Ozarks State Park, Missouri. Hands down the highlight of the Midwest, the Lake of the Ozarks features over 54,000 acres of recreational opportunities in this impressive lake with a shoreline of over 1,100 miles. This is by far the most popular lake in Missouri and even attracts vacationers from around the world. There are endless opportunities to enjoy swimming, fishing, boating, and even scuba diving in the lake's ocean blue waters. When I was younger, my family lived in Missouri, and I remember my parents enjoyed a trip here, but for some reason, I wasn't able to go. It's on my bucket list should I ever go back, and yes, if you are wondering, the recent TV hit series Ozark was filmed here. Number 26. Giant Springs State Park, Montana. This park is home to one of the largest freshwater springs in the world, producing over 156 million gallons of water per day. The springs were discovered by the Lewis and Clark expedition in 1805 and have been a popular tourist destination ever since. The park also features several scenic overlooks, picnic areas, and even a fish hatchery where you can learn about the region's native trout species. I've been to a trout fish hatchery a few times back when I lived in Missouri and later fished from the nearby spring. I highly recommend taking your little ones. Number 27. Fort Robinson State Park, Nebraska. This is a former U.S. Army fort that was established in 1874 and played a significant role during the Indian Wars and served to quickly transport soldiers via railroad to troubled areas. It has served as a support all the way through the end of the Second World War. The park features over 22,000 acres of scenic pine ridges, rolling grasslands, and historic buildings, including the 1904 blacksmith shop and the 1909 veterinary hospital. Be sure to book a guided tour of the fort, go horseback riding on the park's trails, or even spend the night in one of the historic cabins. I'll leave some links down below. Number 28. Valley of Fire State Park, Nevada. If you're like Mike TV from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and only turning off the TV to see where your favorite Hollywood westerns were filmed, then go visit Valley of Fire State Park. It's been featured in countless films and TV shows over the years. The park's stunning red sandstone formations and rugged desert landscapes have served as a backdrop for everything from Transformers to Star Trek Generations. But hopefully after your visit, you'll appreciate the park more than your TV back home. As the oldest and largest state park in Nevada, it's known for its hiking trails, scenic drives, and ancient petroglyphs left by the Anasazi people over 2,000 years ago. Number 29. Franconia Notch State Park, New Hampshire. Franconia Notch State Park is a stunning natural wonderland, featuring towering peaks, cascading waterfalls, and the iconic Flume Gorge. Take a walk on the park's many trails, including the popular Falling Waters Trail, which leads to a series of stunning waterfalls. The park also features the historic Old Man of the Mountain site, a famous rock formation that collapsed in 2003 but remains an iconic symbol of New Hampshire. Or if hiking is too much for you, take the aerial tramway up to the mountain for some stunning views of the mountain ranges in the distance, spanning across 4 states. Number 30. Liberty Park State Park, New Jersey. If you live in New Jersey and you're sick of the grind, do yourself a favor and go visit Liberty Park State Park, located on the banks of the Hudson River. Liberty State Park offers stunning views of the mountain skyline and the Statue of Liberty. It was once a bustling waterfront hub with train terminals and ferry docks serving the immigrants who passed through Ellis Island. But today it offers the chance for you to explore the park's historic Central Railroad on the New Jersey terminal, enjoy a picnic on the sprawling lawns, or take a kayak tour of the harbor. The park is also home to the Empty Sky 9/11 Memorial, a powerful tribute to the New Jersey residents who lost their lives in the attacks on the World Trade Center. Number 31. City of Rock State Park, New Mexico. New Mexico doesn't have any lush forests or enchanting coastlines, but at the City of Rock State Park, it does offer some impressive views of towering volcanic rock formations, creating a maze-like wonderland. This unique geology is the result of a volcanic eruption that left behind a field of boulders and pinnacles that truly stand out. It was also the primary filming location for the Tall Texan. Take a gallon of water when you go hike these park trails because after all, this is a desert. If the heat is too much for you, go out at night and stargaze under some of the darkest skies in the country. Number 32. Letchworth State Park, New York. If you've always wanted to see the Grand Canyon but live in New York, fear not. Letchworth State Park is known as the Grand Canyon of the East, but with a lot more green. There are towering cliffs and cascading waterfalls with massive forests on top. The Genesee River flows through a deep gorge and over 3 massive waterfalls, just begging for all you whitewater rafting enthusiasts to take on the challenge. Another favorite is to take a hot air balloon ride over the gorge for a truly unforgettable experience. It was also voted the best state park in America back in 2015 by USA Today readers, but not the number one we're looking for today. Keep watching to find out. Number 33. Jockey's Ridge State Park, North Carolina. If you've ever wanted to try your hand at hang gliding, Jockey's Ridge State Park is the place to do it. The park is home to the tallest active sand dune system in the eastern United States, with peaks rising over 100 feet above the surrounding landscape. There are numerous places to book hang gliding lessons from certified instructors. We'll leave a link in the description so you can book one of your own, or simply enjoy a hike to the top of the dunes for stunning views of the Atlantic Ocean and the surrounding barrier islands. Number 34. Fort Ransom State Park, North Dakota. In case you were wondering, there's not a lot to see up in North Dakota, especially during the winter. But it is home to Fort Ransom State Park, a historic site that once served as a military post during the Dakota Territory days of the late 1800s. The park features a reconstructed military fort complete with barracks, a commissary, and a blacksmith shop. In addition to history lessons and guided tours of the fort, you can also hike along the famous North Country Trail that takes you right through the park. Let's be honest, most people coming to this park are probably on that trail already and coming from a different state. And for those of you that have been paying attention, this is the only other state I've never been to. Number 35. Hocking Hills State Park, Ohio. If you love caves, this park is for you. The park is home to several iconic hiking trails, including the Old Man's Cave Trail, which winds through a narrow gorge and past several breathtaking waterfalls. Visitors can also explore the park's other natural wonders, including Ash Cave, Cedar Falls, and Cantwell Cliffs. The park offers several lodging options, including cozy cabins and a full-service campground, making it the perfect destination for a weekend getaway or a longer stay. Number 36. Lake Murray State Park, Oklahoma. Yes, Oklahoma has state parks, and yes, they are beautiful. Lake Murray State Park is rated the best in the state and is the oldest and largest park, featuring 12,500 acres of rolling hills and green forests along the shores of Lake Murray. The park offers a wide range of activities, including swimming, boating, fishing, and water skiing, as well as hiking and mountain biking on the park's extensive trail system. There are 56 cabins built in the 1930s that you can book a stay in, or for a more luxurious experience, you can stay at the Lake Murray Lodge.
You from Oklahoma?
No, New York.
Near Oklahoma?
No, not really. Not even close, actually.
Like Oklahoma. Good movie.
Yeah, good football, too.
Number 37. Silver Falls State Park, Oregon. Silver Falls State Park is the winner. It was ranked as the best state park in the entire United States, based on reviews and ratings from 60 million members at all trails. It features 10 breathtaking waterfalls along the Trail of 10 Falls. The park's lush forests and cascading waterfalls create a magical atmosphere that has been featured in several movies and TV shows. Most people hike the Trail of 10 Falls, which winds through the park's scenic canyons and behind several of the waterfalls. The park also offers picnicking, camping, and horseback riding opportunities. Number 38. Ricketts Glen State Park, Pennsylvania. Although not quite to the level of the cascading waterfalls that we've seen, say, Brevard, North Carolina, from a previous video, Ricketts Glen State Park does have its fair share of beautiful flowing water. It showcases 22 named waterfalls along the park's scenic hiking trails. The most famous of these is the 94-foot Ganoga Falls, the highest waterfall in the park and one of the most stunning in the entire state. Visitors often hike the falls trail, which winds through the park's old-growth forests and past several of the most spectacular waterfalls. The park also offers camping, fishing, and boating opportunities on the 245-acre Lake Jean. Number 39. Lincoln Woods State Park, Rhode Island. Just because it's the smallest state in the nation doesn't mean it's the smallest state park. No, that would be Mills End Park in Portland, Oregon, which measures 452 square inches. Portland is weird. Anyway, Lincoln Woods State Park covers a nice 627 acres of land and is Rhode Island's very first state park. It's a nice, refreshing scenic oasis just outside the city of Providence, offering a wide range of recreational opportunities for visitors of all ages. The park features several miles of hiking and biking trails, as well as a freshwater beach on the shores of Only Pond. This park is home to a variety of wildlife, including white-tailed deer, beavers, and over 100 species of birds, making it a popular destination for birdwatching and nature photography. Number 40. Myrtle Beach State Park, South Carolina. As the name suggests, this park runs along the coast of South Carolina and offers visitors a mile-long stretch of the amazing Atlantic Ocean shoreline. The park is a must-visit for saltwater anglers, including the park's current manager, Troy Kreider, who says the fishing pier is his absolute favorite place. Here's what he wrote on the park's website. Try your luck at fishing, enjoy an ice cream cone, watch wildlife, Witness a sunrise or sunset, or just relax and feel the breeze and listen to the sounds of the ocean. Number 41. Custer State Park, South Dakota. Sorry folks, it ain't Mount Rushmore. That's a national park. On your next trip to the Black Hills, be sure to stop by Custer State Park, which is one of the world's top 10 wildlife destinations, featuring over 71,000 acres of wild animals, rolling hills, and granite cliffs. The park is home to a herd of over 1,300 bison, as well as pronghorn antelope, bighorn sheep, and a variety of other animals that most only see in zoos. The scenic drive along the park's Wildlife Loop Road is a must, which winds through the park's rolling hills and past several prairie dog towns. Number 42. Fall Creek Falls State Park, Tennessee. Encompassing more than 29,800 acres, Fall Creek Falls boasts one of the highest waterfalls in the eastern United States. This waterfall plunges 256 feet into a deep gorge, creating a breathtaking sight that draws visitors from around the world. The park also features several other waterfalls as well as miles of hiking trails, a golf course, and a full-service lodge and restaurant. Visitors can enjoy swimming, fishing, and boating on the park's scenic lake or take a guided tour of the park's unique geological formations. Number 43. Palo Duro Canyon State Park, Texas. Another park that wants to be like the Grand Canyon. Yep, this state park has the second largest canyon in the United States and has been coined the Grand Canyon of Texas. The park's colorful rock formations and deep gorges create a breathtaking landscape that beckons horse riders from all over the country. Just ask Indiana Jones. It features 1,500 acres set aside specifically for horseback riding, and yes, you can bring your own horses and stay at the equestrian campground. Giddy up! Number 44. Dead Horse Point State Park, Utah. Keep your horses far from this park if you want them to stay alive. Well, not exactly. Legend has it that this park got its name because of its use as a natural corral for wild mustangs. Apparently, the horses often died of exposure. Dead Horse Point State Park is best viewed at dawn, dusk, and into the night, where some of the best stargazing and meteor showers can be seen midsummer. But during the day, the park's iconic overlook, Dead Horse Point, offers a panoramic view of the river as it winds through the deep canyons below. The park now offers mountain bike rentals, so go mountain biking on the Intrepid Trail system, then sit back and watch the sunset of a lifetime. Number 45. Smuggler's Notch State Park, Vermont. President Thomas Jefferson closed off trade with Canada and other foreign countries in 1807 in a desperate attempt to avert war. But this only resulted in widespread smuggling, and Smuggler's Notch was created through the Green Mountains by smugglers to transport goods across the Canadian border. Today, visitors can hike the park's many trails, go rock climbing on the park's cliffs, or take a scenic drive along the winding road that passes through the notch. The park also offers camping, picnicking, and bouldering opportunities. Number 46. First Landing State Park, Virginia. This historic site marks the spot where the first English settlers landed in America in 1607, just a few years before the Pilgrims. The park features over 19 miles of hiking and biking trails, as well as a mile-long stretch of sandy beach along the Chesapeake Bay. This park is a must-visit even if you don't live in Virginia. There are cabins, yurts, RV hookups, and tent sites for overnight visitors. Come visit the oasis with lagoons, cypress swamps, and one of the most endangered habitats in the world, the maritime forest. This truly is the land of the free and the home of the brave. Number 47. Deception Pass State Park, Washington. With over 2 million visitors every year, Deception Pass State Park is known worldwide for its insane views and jaw-dropping sunsets. Deception Pass Bridge, which spans the narrow gap between Whidbey Island and Fidalgo Island, is a favorite and offers some incredible views of the swirling waters below. To really immerse yourself, go saltwater fishing or crabbing, and take a guided kayak tour of the park's scenic coves and inlets, and breathe in the fresh saltwater air. It's legendary. Number 48. Blackwater Falls State Park, West Virginia. Named after West Virginia's famous Blackwater Falls, this park offers a 57-foot cascade that tumbles down a rocky gorge into the Blackwater River. The waterfalls, along with other notable features in the park such as Lindy Point and Pendleton Point Overlook, are among the most photographed attractions in the state. Visitors can go fishing or boating on Pendleton Lake or hike the park's many trails to the top of the falls. Number 49. Devil's Lake State Park, Wisconsin. Encompassing over 9,000 acres, the Devil's Lake State Park offers magnificent views of a beautiful 360-acre lake along the Ice Age National Scenic Trail. The 500-foot quartzite bluffs have made it a popular destination for rock climbers. With close to 30 miles of hiking trails, lakeside picnic areas, and fantastic swimming, it's the perfect place for a quick day trip. Before we get to number 1, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. You are a real trooper, or the biggest state park nerd in the world. Be sure to share this video with a friend. Number 50, Buffalo Bill State Park, Wyoming. Did you know that this park is named after the famous Wild West showman Buffalo Bill Cody? He used to own the land that's now a beautiful state park for you to enjoy. There are loads of trails to hike. You can try your hand at fishing or boating on the reservoir, or if your legs are too wobbly because you're not used to the outdoors yet, you can just take a scenic drive along the park's winding roads. The park also offers camping, picnicking, and educational programs throughout the year, including a guided tour of the historic Buffalo Bill Dam. What do you think is the best state park in your state? Check out this video if you want to know where to buy the cheapest land in America. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.